Welcome to Design Build Workshop. Today I'm going to do a short tool review on the Kobalt Cordless system. Kobalt Cordless tools are produced by Shervan, an overseas company. It's also the store brand for Lowe's. They have quite a few tools out. They've had this system out probably for, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 years. Probably the first tools I bought in this grouping were probably 5-6 years ago. The latest one I got was this router, which I probably purchased about 6 months ago. The system works really well. I'm very happy with what I've got. I've had 2 other systems before. I've had DeWalt and I've had Milwaukee as a system. These perform just as well, if not better, as far as my opinion, and the price is unbeatable because it's a store brand, so you're not really paying for the extra of the DeWalt and the Milwaukee brand and that kind of thing. The batteries, I think there are 3 different sizes of the batteries. I usually just get the small ones. They work just fine for me. I've got 3 chargers, probably 4 or 5 batteries. Between all of that, I can run my tools pretty much endlessly and have a fresh battery ready the next time I need the tool again. I really like the ergonomics of the tools. I have fairly large hands. According to my gloves, they're always extra large. So the handles are really good for me. I mean, if anything else, it might be just a little bit small. But with some of the bigger tools, like the side grinder here, this is a great grip for me. The way they've done the overmold with the grip material, really firm in your hand. One of the other great points of this tool system are the batteries themselves. They're relatively inexpensive compared to a lot of other systems out there. Got 3 different sizes, like I said before, but I think the batteries you can get I want to say there's a 2-pack of these for like $50 or $55. The big ones are a little more expensive, but to be honest, I usually run these most of the time. It's not like I'm constantly drilling or constantly sawing anything, but these work just fine for me. Probably the only detractor I have for the Kobalt tools would be a specific tool, and that's the side grinder. Like I said, ergonomically, I really like it. However, because of the high RPM and the torque that's required with a grinding tool, you're pressing down quite a bit, or we've got the cutoff wheel on here now. This can bog down, fairly easy if you're pressing pretty hard. So I still have a corded side grinder that I use. I think it's just like a Black & Decker, but this has been surprisingly good. I kind of had my doubts when I got it because I thought the torque was going to be an issue, but as far as cutting through up to 1/2 inch thick material, it does just fine as long as you don't bear down on it, really hard. Doesn't turn, it'll burn through the battery a little bit faster. Another reason I really like this system is that since it's come out, they haven't changed the battery system, the way this works. When I had the DeWalt system, they did. Now, it could be because they went from one type of a battery to another, but I had the full system when I had that at the time. And I believe they tried to do a buyback with some of the older tools, but I'm pretty frugal. And so when I had the whole system and everything was fine, I wasn't going to get rid of it. So I just used it. But the problem was that once the new batteries came out, they stopped producing the old ones. And then all of a sudden, once my batteries finally wore out, I had a whole system that I couldn't do anything with because they weren't producing the batteries anymore. Kobalt has not done that. I think they've changed the battery somewhat. I think they've increased the voltage, that kind of thing, on some of the systems, but everything still works with the tools. So I really appreciate that from the standpoint of economics. So tool brand loyalty is a big deal. I would say it's probably second behind automobiles. A lot of people are really loyal to the branded tools that they use. For like measuring tools, I use Starrett pretty much exclusively. But as far as the cordless tool system, like I said, I've tried a couple others, but this is definitely my favorite. It's economical, it works well. I've never had a tool fail. So I guess in the comments, let me know what you've found with the tools that you use, or if you used Kobalt before, and if you like them or don't like them, and tell me why, so we can get a discussion going, and we'll see how what everybody else thinks. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and hope to see you next time on Design Build Workshop.